Wow, guys, Tom Homan just went on CNN and destroyed Caitlin Collins after arresting 5,000 illegals in one day. This guy's putting in crazy amounts of work. You guys got to check this out. But before that, I need you guys to hit the subscribe button, check out his channel description. Let's get right to it.
Do it.
Just today, ICE says it has made 1,179 arrests. How many of those people had been convicted of crimes in the U.S.?
Uh-oh.
Look, I don't have exact numbers with me, but I'll give you an example. I was in Chicago yesterday for that operation, and everybody but I think four collateral arrests. Everybody else was a criminal. And when I walked out at the end of my shift, we already had, I think, 9 tren de agua. 2 of them actually being charged with crimes because here's an illegal alien gang member in the United States selling illegal guns in the neighborhood, and they even sold the switches, which turned the gun into fully automatic machine guns. We arrested, I think we had a total of 7 sexual predators, sexual crimes against children. We had 2 illegal aliens convicted of murder that were released by that state prison back to the streets. So everybody we arrested in Chicago yesterday was a significant public safety threat. There were several collateral arrests that happened to be there when we arrested the bad guy. So this operation right now is concentrated on public safety threats and national security threats throughout the country.
So the majority of those yesterday did have criminal records, and do you believe the majority of today's numbers have criminal records?
I won't see those numbers till midnight tonight, but again, we're focused on criminals. But I think you and I discussed before, but in sanctuary cities, you're going to see a higher number of collateral arrests. I mean, we're going to have more criminals, but there's going to be a big number, what we call collateral, because when we're forced into the neighborhood to find the bad guy, he's probably going to be with others, and we're not going to instruct ICE agents to ignore their oath, ignore the law. If they're here illegally, they're going to go to jail too. And
Exactly.
that's why I'm imploring the sanctuary cities, let us in the jail, arrest the bad guy in the jail where the community's safe, the officer's safe, the alien's safe. You're forcing the community, you're going to get exactly what you don't want.
I don't like how Caitlin Collins is sitting there and acting like she doesn't know crossing the border is
Is
illegal.
illegal.
You know, you can't cross over there and then they give you paper and a allowance to live there. So
No, that's where everybody has broke the law. That's over that he's arresting, pretty
exactly.
much.
So it's weird how everybody that are pushing this horrible agenda starting to realize Trump isn't playing. Trump won on immigration, and immigration is going to be enforced. Simple as that. And Tom Homan's like a good force, you know, because he's stiff on how he feels, and he's going to tell you exactly what he's going to do, and he's going to do it with a smile on his face.
The Iceman.
You know, Iceman. Let's keep going, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
What he said.
More agents in the neighborhood and more collateral arrests.
When you say collateral arrest, you mean someone who doesn't have a criminal record but is an undocumented immigrant. They still get deported as well, right? You're not letting them go back to their neighborhoods or to their jobs. Is that right?
Yeah, if they're in the country illegally, they're going to get arrested too.
Now that you're officially in your position, you've been here about a week on the job. We spoke to you last before you had actually come in formally to the role. Do you have a better target number for how many people you want to deport overall?
As many as we can. My goal is, I think success is removing every criminal gang member out of this country, every public safety threat, illegal alien out of this country, every child trafficker, illegal alien out of this country. Then that aperture opens, right? We got 1.4 million illegal aliens in this country who had due process at great taxpayer expense. They were ordered removed by a federal judge and didn't leave. They became a fugitive. They're next. So we're going to keep opening that aperture and enforcing immigration law. And I'll implore those in the country illegally, those who don't have a final order, those who have not been ordered by an immigration judge, if you're in the country illegally, you should leave. Because if we have to formally deport you, you can face anywhere from a 5 to 20-year bar from ever coming back, either as a student, a visitor visa, a tourist visa, or be petitioned by a U.S. citizen child. If you're in the country illegally, you haven't been ordered deported, leave and come back the right way, because there will be other opportunities.
You're talking about.
He's not absorbing in all this information that Tom Homan is dropping. You know, she's sitting there, trying to help and prove her point.
Right.
You're not going to get your gotcha moment on Tom Homan. You're just not going to do it because he's very informed of what he's doing. He knows how to do his job. And Caitlin Collins, is obvious that you don't know how to do your job and you need to be fired from CNN. You
Well,
know,
I'm sure CNN is the left's party's
they're
news
irrelevant.
channel. So, I think she literally just tries to stay with the Democratic narrative,
Yep.
and she just can't hear the truth when he's saying it.
Yeah. Make sure you guys leaving questions down below. We really want to hear what you got to say, and make sure you
We
hit
read
this
all the
like
comments.
button too. Let's keep going.
Going after public safety threats, national security threats first, but you just said that aperture is going to widen, meaning the scope of the people you're going to go after. How long do you anticipate before you're in that next phase where the aperture has gotten wider?
Very soon. I mean, sanctuary cities are making it very difficult to arrest the criminals. For instance, Chicago, very well educated. They've been educated how to defy ICE, how to hide from ICE. And I've seen many pamphlets from many NGOs. Here's how you escape ICE from arresting you. Here's what you need to do. They call it know your rights. I call it how to escape arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest, and they tell you how to hide from ICE. No, don't open your door. Don't answer questions. Okay, you can call it know your rights all you want, but there's an order for their removal. They've been ordered removed by a federal judge after due process at great taxpayer expense. They need to go. But if we got to play that cat and mouse game, that's what we're going to do till every one of them gone.
In terms of how you're messaging this, obviously you've been speaking publicly. We know that officials were told to be ready to be in front of the cameras, agents were, that they could be around when these arrests were happening. We saw Dr. Phil was along and embedded with one of your teams. How much thought are you putting into making this kind of a made-for-TV moment in order to publicly message or whatever your strategic goal is here?
Well, look, we got Kristi Noem, she got her vote this weekend. You're going to see a lot more from Secretary of DHS. She'll be out here talking much more. We've the new CBP commissioner who's being nominated, Rodney Scott. He will empower the chief patrol agents to talk. So we want all the frontline managers to talk throughout the country. But the message I'm sending is that we're going to force immigration laws in this country. If people don't like
Yeah.
they like it, then they need to change the law because ICE isn't making this up. We're enforcing laws enacted by Congress and signed by a president, but we're doing it in a smart way. The Trump administration in the beginning says we're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats are out of the gate. The worst first, and that's what we're doing. But like I say, as we go on, we're not going to say it's okay for 1.4 million illegal aliens to ignore a judge's order to deport. So they're going to be next. And we're going to keep opening that aperture up. So we're sending a message. It's not okay to be in this country illegally. It's not okay to enter this country illegally. It's a crime, and there's going to be consequences.
Do you have a
You gotta enjoy it, man. He's blunt, and it's just like the Dana Bash interview. He could say the same thing a
20
million different
times.
ways. He's very creative because they're gonna try to creatively ask the same exact question every
Right.
time.
He's a
So
genius.
he he's very good at what he does. I've been saying it for a while, man. I don't think they understand the word illegal.
Right. When you came into this country illegally, you committed a
A crime,
crime.
exactly, and you legally don't have illegally. You don't. I mean, legally you
You
don't
have
have
no
any rights.
rights.
So that doesn't make any sense.
You can't be protected by the laws because the laws are for the citizens of the land.
Exactly. And I think, guys, you feel the same way with the way I'm about to close this video out. For the first time in 4 years, it finally feels like our citizenship means something to us.
Facts.
It's a good time to be American. It's a good time to be put first for once.
Facts.
Biden administration didn't do it.
They did not.
Got a blessing from Trump. They tried to take that away from us. Then they gave us HELL with Biden.
Swear.
Very good time to be in America. Horrible time for the illegals. But
It is what it is.
let me know what you guys think about the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.